Hey guys, it's Sparky129 here, and today I wanted to try something a little bit different to my normal things. I wanted to get a bit more Pokemon content, but since I can't find my Switch, I have decided to go a different route. Today I present the Pokemon Hunger Games. I have gotten a bunch of random Pokemon, and I'll read it out to you now which ones are in this competition. So, in District 1, we have Chinchou, Venomoth, Pidgeotto, and Noibat. In District 2, we have Exeggutor, Plusle, Virizion, and Lombre. For District 3, we have Grottle, Tornadus Therian Form, Altaria, and Drapion. For District 4, we have Applin, Staryu, Slowking, and Pumpkaboo. For District 5, we have Blacephalon, Crustle, Sentret, and Manaphy. For District 6, we have Zeraora, Metagross, Tapu Fini, and Litwick. District 7 has Arctovish, Cresselia, Lileep, and Soaddle. District 8 has Gorobis, Slugma, Barbaracle, and Magmortar. District 9 has Burmy, Rookidee, Stuffle, and Poltegeist. District 10 has a Shiny Samurott, Politoed, Shiny Patrat, and Curlier. Don't know why I chose those two to be shiny specifically, but hey, it's fun. And last one's District 11 has Hydreigon, Dreepy, Goodra, and Moltres, not the Galarian form. District 12 has Tentacool, Poplio, the Trash Cloak Wormadam, and Shiny Dragonair. And so with that said, let's proceed and see what happens. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Samurott gathers as much food as it can. Cresselia snaps Soaddle's neck. First death. Gorobis runs away from the cornucopia. Dreepy grabs a shovel somehow. Tentacool runs away from the cornucopia. Tapu Fini snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Interesting. Hydreigon runs away from the cornucopia. Magmortar clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Oh, what's going to happen here? Rookidee finds Crustle hiding in the cornucopia and kills her. So that's another death. Virizion runs away from the cornucopia. Litwick grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Dragonair runs away. Burmy runs away. Poltergeist runs away. Poplio runs away. Slugma stays at the cornucopia for resources. Oh, okay. Grottle grabs a TM. Okay, what move are you going to learn? Altaria gathers as much food as he can. Zeraora, Applin, and Moltres work together to get as many supplies as possible. Noibat gathers as much food as she can. Barbaracle grabs a backpack and retreats. Arctovish grabs a shovel. Metagross runs away with a lighter and some rope. Wormadam runs into the cornucopia and hides. Lileep finds a canteen full of water. Curlier runs away. Politoed runs away. Manaphy, Staryu, and Goodra get into a fight. Manaphy triumphantly kills them both. Sentret runs away from the cornucopia. Pidgeotto and Patrat fight for a bag. Pidgeotto gives up and retreats. Exeggutor runs away. Plusle runs away. Pumpkaboo runs away. Stuffle runs away. Blacephalon kills Drapion with a hatchet. Venomoth runs away with a lighter and some rope. Chinchou grabs a shovel. Slowking runs away. Lombre takes a sickle from inside this cornucopia. And Tornadus runs away. So we've had a few deaths already. Day 1. Litwick searches for a water source. Arctovish tries to sleep through the entire day. You're for the fight of your life. No, you shouldn't do that. Zeraora discovers a cave. Are you gonna stay there? Tornadus defeats Manaphy in a fight, but spares her life. How nice. Noibat travels to higher ground. Well, clearly, it's a bat. Poltergeist convinces Pumpkaboo to not kill her, only to kill her instead. Well, Pumpkaboo goes, oh dear. Also, I don't even know who I'm rooting for in this episode. Tentacool searches for firewood. It's your water type, why would you want firewood? Tapu Fini injures himself. Okay. Metagross travels to higher ground. Yeah, I guess it can float technically. Its previous evolutions could. Sentret, Moltres, Grottle, and Altaria hunt for other tributes. Alright then. Dreepy defeats Slowking in a fight, but spares her life. Dragonair attacks Applin, but he manages to escape. Oh good, a dragon type escapes. Little Lapland. Blacephalon receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Interesting. Plusle receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Oh, okay. Barbaracle hunts for other tributes. By himself. Okay, good luck. Magmortar receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. 2 explosives so far. Politoed overhears Cresselia and Pidgeotto talking in the distance. Patrat thinks about home. No, you're the shiny one. You are outcast. No home for you. Gorovis constructs a shack. Poplio bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh my goodness. Cordia makes a slingshot. Why do you want a slingshot? Chinchou tries to spear fish with a trident. Okay, how do you hold a trident with that small body? Virizion explores the arena. Yeah. Slugma sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. I can't speak anymore. Venomoth receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Burmy scares Wormadam off. Okay. Lombre goes hunting. Hydreigon collects fruit from a tree. Okay. Stuffle, Exeggutor, and Samurott corner Lileep, but Lileep uses a counter. Does that mean these 3 are dead? I don't know, we'll find out soon. Rookidee goes hunting. Okay. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sawaddle, Crustle, Staryu, Goodra, Drapion, Pumpkaboo, Poplio, Stuffle, Exeggutor, Samurott. 10 dead already, my goodness. Night 1. Venomoth cries herself to sleep. Oh dear. Dreepy and Virizion hold hands. You were exploring a minute ago. Zeraora cooks his food before putting his fire out. Yeah, you're an electric type, that's fine. Chinchou thinks about winning. Well, good luck, buddy. Lombre heals Tentacle and Poltergeist with their potions. Dragonair and Tornadus tell stories about themselves to each other. Moltres sets an explosive off, killing Patrat, Curlia, Magmortar, and Gorobus. Wormadam and Blacephalon tell stories about themselves to each other. Well, they're from different regions. So are they, honestly. Arctofish defeats Lileep in a fight, but spares her life. Okay. Politoed is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. A toad needing warmth? Who knows? Hydreigon fends Sentret, Slowking Barbaracle away from his fire. He can learn a fire type move, can't it? Yeah, that makes sense. Tapu Fini, Grottle, and Applin sleep in shifts. Pidgeotto tends to Cresselia's wounds. Litwick tends to her wounds. Altaria is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Go in a tree, you'll be fine. Noibat sets an explosive off, killing Plusle, Manaphy, Burmy, and Rookidee. And Metagross and Slugma huddle for warmth. Not so sure about that. A steel type and a fire type. Interesting. Day 2. Applin injures himself. Great. Chinchou searches for a water source. Oh good, go swimming. Hydreigon defeats Wormadam in a fight, but spares his life. Yep. Metagross hunts for other tributes. Okay. Altaria receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Dragonair receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Noibat tries to sleep through the entire day. It's a bat, it makes sense. Shush. Politoed thinks about home. Nobody, no going home. Lileep searches for firewood. Slowking collects fruit from a tree. Tentacle searches for firewood. Why? For Lileep, it maybe makes sense. Grottle collects fruit from a tree. Pidgeotto diverts Moltres' attention and runs away. Smart thinking. Big bird versus small bird. Slugma tends to Lombre's wounds. Cresselia sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Yep. Virizion chases Sentret. Okay. How's that going to work out? Litwick and Tapu Fini split up to search for resources. Blacephalon discovers a river. You're a fire type, you don't need a river. Venomoth scares Poltergeist off. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess. Bug against Ghost, yeah. Arctivish, Tornadus, Zeraora, and Barbaracle hunt for other tributes. And Droopy sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Well, 8's dead from this. Patrat, Curlia, Magmortar, Gorovis, Plusle, Manaphy, Burmy, and Rookidee. Let's check the status of everyone. So everyone from District 1 is alive with Noibat with 4 kills. District 2, half is alive with no kills. District 3 has lost Drapion. District 4 is half alive. District 5 is half alive with Manaphy 2 kills, Blacephalon 1 kill. District 6 is all alive. District 7 has lost 1 with Lileap with 3 kills, Crustadio at 1 kill. District 8 is at half full. District 9 has Poltergeist alive with 1 kill and Rookidee at 1 kill as well. District 10 only has Politoed alive, the 2 shinies are dead. District 11 has lost Goodra, Moltres has 4 kills. District 12 has lost Poplio. Night 2. Droopy, Zeraora, Metagross, Moltres and Blacephalon sleep in shifts. So those 5 are working together, interesting. Tapu Fini destroys Altaria's supplies while he's asleep, but not killing him, okay. Virizion tends to Grottle's wounds, 2 grass types, nice. Tornadus and Hydreigon can hold hands. You don't have hands, well you have feet. You don't have hands. Lileap dies trying to escape the arena. Well, by Lileap, Slowking begs for Litwick to kill him. She refuses, keeping Slowking alive. Oh, poor Slowking, my goodness. Barbaracle, Lombre, Wormadam, and Pidgeotto sleep in shifts. And Arctivish goes to sleep. Sentret, Poltergeist, and Slugma start fighting, but Poltergeist runs away as Sentret kills Slugma. Alrighty. Dragonite begs for Crustadia to kill her. She reluctantly obliges, killing Dragonair. The last shiny is gone. Guys, the last shiny is gone. There was only 3. They're all gone now. Chinchou defeats Tentacle in the fight, but spares her life. Noibat thinks about winning. Well, at this point you might, because you didn't do much day 2. Venomoth receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Applin tries to treat his infection. Keyword, tries. And Politoed cries herself to sleep. I'm always reading of Politoed, or one of the legendaries, but I don't know. Day 3, a new day. Slowking receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Barbaracle's trap kills Hydreigon. Oh, okay. Noibat, Poltergeist, Pidgeotto, and Tapu Fini raid Virizion's camp while he is hunting. Okay. Metagross searches for a water source. Wormadam hunts for other tributes. Zeraora practices archery. Okay. Arctivish receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Grottle collects fruits from a tree. I just realized how? Is that a small bush or something? Sentret attacks Tentacle, but he manages to escape. Moltres tends to Applin's wounds. If this is a grass type, how does a fire and grass type get along? Venomoth hunts for other tributes. Crustadia tries to sleep through the entire day. Let's see how Noibat gets along, actually. Never mind. Droopy goes hunting. Okay. Don't know how he would hunt. Litwick travels to higher ground. You're a ghost type, but I don't think you float. Just revolutions. What's Blacephalon gonna do? Blacephalon goes hunting. Oh yeah. It's gotta kill something, though. Altaria practices archery. You have no hands. Politoed receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Okay. Lombre tries to spear a fish with a trident. Yeah, you have hands, that makes sense for you. Tornadus questions her sanity. Well. And Chinchou receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Let's see how these turn out. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Lileap, Slugma, the shiny Dragonair, unfortunately, and Hydreigon. How sad. Night 3. Cresselia questions her sanity. Interesting. Droopy and Sentret hold hands. A ghost and a normal type. How interesting. Wormadam, Altaria, Pidgeotto, and Metagross tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Good thing none of them are ghost types, just go to Great Dreepy. Tapu Fini and Tentacle talk about the tribute still alive. Lombre cooks her food before putting her fire out. Well, that'll be easy to put your fire out. Litwick and Tornadus sleep in shifts. They're working together, I see. Blacephalon heals Barbaracle and Moltres with their potions. Noibat cries herself to sleep. Chinchou and Politoed huddle for warmth. They're both water types, that makes sense. Electric type though. Grottle screams for help. Oh no, poor Grottle. Arctivish cries himself to sleep. I don't think you would do that. Virizion cooks his food before putting his fire out. Venomoth, Zeraora, and Slowking discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Interesting. Applin tends to his wounds. Poltergeist is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Day 4. No one died, that's a night, by the way. Virizion runs away from Tapu Fini. Litwick, Noibat, Venomoth, and Blacephalon, and Tornadus hunt for tributes. Interesting. Arctivish questions his sanity. Altaria questions his sanity. Lombre practices her archery. Barbaracle picks flowers. Okay, that's a strange thing for you to do. Applin is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Yeah, okay. Metagross dies of dysentery. Oh no. Poltergeist tends to Moltres' wounds. Pidgeotto travels to higher ground. Yeah, you're a flying type, that makes sense. Grottle tries to spear fish for the trident. How? Do you know Vine Whip somehow? Cresselia receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Okay, nice. Slowking goes hunting. You're a smart one, you'll figure it out. Wormadam receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Just don't use it on yourself. Chinchou overhears Tentacle and Politoed talking in the distance. You were with Politoed last night, Chinchou. What's happening now? Zeraora runs away from Sentret. Why? You're bigger. And Drippy tries to spear fish with a trident. Okay. One died. Metagross. Oh dear. Night 4. Litwick, Zeraora, Venomoth, and Blacephalon tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Well, you are a ghost type. I think you're a ghost type as well. Does that make sense? Chinchou is awoken by nightmares. Okay. Noibat, Pidgeotto, Wormadam, and Applin tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Alright. Arctivish, Moltres, Politoed, Virizion, Tornadus track down and kill Tentacle. Those 5 are working together. What happened to Chinchou and Politoed? What's happening there? They're not even together anymore. Those are the only 2 I've noticed, actually, honestly. Barbaracle, Altaria, and Dreepy discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Grottle starts a fire. A second thing that Grottle is very difficult at doing. Poltergeist heals Cresselia and Tapu Fini with their potions. Slowking receives food from an unknown sponsor. Sentret thinks about home. No going back now. Lombre cooks her food before putting her fire out. Alright. Day 5. Altaria practices his archery again. No. You have no hands. Blacephalon discovers a river. Okay. Poltergeist, Arctivish, Lombre, and Tapu Fini raid Applin's camp while he is hunting. Okay. Venomoth travels to higher ground. Sentret diverts Tornadus' attention and runs away. Okay. Cresselia, Wormadam, and Virizion corner Politoed, but Politoed uses a counter. So that means those 3 are dead, I'm guessing. Cresselia, Wormadam, and Virizion. Drippy tries to spear fish with a trident, again. Noibat steals from Zeraora while he isn't looking. You're small, you could be fast. Yeah, that makes sense. Pidgeotto steals from Slowking while he's not looking. Okay. Grottle constructs a shack. Yeah. Barbaracle practices his archery. That makes more sense. More sense than Altaria. Litwick receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gonna use it yourself with your fire. Moltres picks flowers. You're a firebird, you don't get flowers. Chinchou makes a slingshot. You don't quite have hands. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. That counter did kill them. And Tentacle died as well. So it's Tentacle, Cresselia, Wormadam, and Virizion. Night 5. Lombre, Politoed, Litwick, and Pidgeotto and Zeraora sleep in shifts. Slowking tries to sing himself to sleep. Yeah, I guess you could sing a bit. Poltergeist severely injures Barbaracle, but puts him out of his misery. Barbaracle's gone as well. Altaria receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Blacephalon and Centroid start talk about the tribute still alive. Arctivish receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Chinchou quietly hums. Venomoth tries to sing herself to sleep. Okay. Tapu Fini convinces Dreepy to snuggle with him. Somehow. Fit inside that big shell, why don't ya? Grottle, Moltres, Applin, and Tornadus tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Okay. And Noibat looks at the night sky. Oh, Noibat. Day 6. Centra tracks down and kills Tornadus. Oh, that's too good. Something small defeats something big. Pidgeotto poisons Grottle's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Tapu Fini strangles Chinchou after engaging in a fistfight. Yeah, I guess you could. Applin uses an attack on Altaria, but Altaria used a counter. Applin fainted. Politoed, Blacephalon, Slowking, and Zeraora hunt for other tributes. Venomoth constructs a shack. You don't quite have hands unless you do. Arctivish travels to higher ground. How do you climb? Dreepy, Noibat, and Litwick corner Lombre, but Lombre uses a counter, so it's 3 dead. Moltres receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And Poltergeist questions her sanity. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 8. Wow. Barbaracle, Tornadus, Pidgeotto, Chinchou, Applin, Dreepy, Noibat, and Litwick. Let's see who's still alive. Ooh, District 1 has Venomoth. District 2 has Lombre with 3 kills. District 3 have Grottle and Altaria. Altaria have 1 kill. District 4 has Slowking. Half of District 5 and District 6 are still alive. District 7 has Arctivish alive still with 1 kill. District 8 is gone completely. District 9 has Poltergeist alive. District 10 has Politoed, keeping Shiny Samurai and Shiny Patrat around, technically, in his dreams. District 11 has Moltres, and District 12 is completely gone. Let's see what Night 6 brings. Lombre, Grottle, and Poltergeist sleep in shifts. Altaria and Slowking huddle for warmth. Venomoth kills Sentret with his own weapon. Okay. Blacephalon screams for help. You're a brave mon. Seriously. Moltres stays awake all night. Politoed, Tapu Fini, Arctivish, and Zeraora tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. So there's a couple more deaths. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Arctivish decides not to go to the feast. Smart move. Lombre, Politoed, Venomoth, and Poltergeist track down and kill Grottle. Zeraora decides not to go to the feast. Smart move. Altaria throws a knife at Tapu Fini's head. Alrighty. Blacephalon destroys Slowking's memoirs out of spite. Memoirs. Wow. What a shallow mon. Moltres decides not to go to the feast. Day 7. Blacephalon fishes. Again, a fire type. Why? Zeraora sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Arctivish stalks Politoed. That's the first time I've seen that. Slowking overhears Lombre and Moltres talking in the distance. Okay. Poltergeist thinks about home. Venomoth dies of dysentery. Goodbye, Venomoth, I guess. Altaria keeps practicing archery. You don't have hands. Stop. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sentret and Grottle and Tapu Fini and Venomoth. Night 7. Politoed thinks about winning. It's entirely possible at this point. Poltergeist and Altaria talk about the tributes that are still alive. Lombre and Moltres run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Zeraora fends Blacephalon, Arctivish, and Slowking away from his fire. How did you do that with an Ultra Beast? The other two I can understand, being a mythical, but Blacephalon, that's interesting. Day 8. Lombre diverts Slowking's attention and runs away. Yep. Poltergeist heals Zeraora and Blacephalon with their potions. Politoed practices her archery, yeah, he makes sense a bit. Arctivish sprains his ankle while running away from Moltres' ankle. And Altaria searches for a water source. No fallen tributes. Excellent. Night 8. Zeraora tries to sing himself to sleep. Politoed, Poltergeist, Altaria, and Moltres tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Alright. Lombre receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Arctivish cooks his food before putting his fire out. With water, of course. Slowking cries himself to sleep. Blacephalon looks at the night sky. Day 9. Arctivish, Altaria, Politoed, and Moltres raid Blacephalon's camp while he is hunting. Alright. Slowking kills Zeraora with his own weapon. Interesting, a water type beating an electric type. Poltergeist discovers a river. And Lombre receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Ooh, we're getting down to the final ones now. 1 cannon shot for Zeraora. Night 9. Politoed receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Arctivish tries to sing himself to sleep. A fish singing to himself, nice. Lombre tries to treat her infection. Moltres quietly hums. Altaria and Blacephalon sleep in shifts. Poltergeist sets up camp for the night. And Slowking cooks his food before putting his fire out. Most of the ones I've made a fire and cooked food and then put the fire out have been water types, interestingly enough. Except for, what was it, Grottle? Day 10. Blacephalon and Politoed think about home. How about no? You won't be able to get home easily, will you? I don't know. Moltres diverts Altaria's attention and runs away. Poltergeist hunts for other tributes. Why? You're in a teapot, you're not gonna work. Slowking poisons Lombre's drink but mistakes it for his own and dies. Okay, Slowking's gone. Arctivish receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance for Slowking. Night 10. Arctivish begs for Blacephalon to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Arctivish. Oh, Arctivish. Politoed receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Altaria forces Lombre to kill Moltres or Poltergeist. She decides to kill Poltergeist. Moltres lives, interesting. Day 11. Altaria receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Lombre thinks about home. Moltres severely injures Blacephalon and leaves him to die. And Politoed travels to higher ground, leaves him to die, wow. Blacephalon is gone. An arena event. A monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc on the arena. Lombre survives. Altaria is sucked into the hurricane. Moltres stabs Politoed and pushes her close enough to the hurricane to suck her in. Oh, Altaria and Politoed are gone. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Arctivish, Poltergeist, Blacephalon, Altaria, and Politoed. Oh, Blacephalon and Politoed are gone. Oh. Night 11. Moltres unknowingly eats toxic berries. The winner is Lombre from District 2. Lombre is the winner of this week's Hunger Games. Placements. Lombre is the winner with 5 kills. But Moltres seems to have the most so far at 7 kills. Oh, so Waddle placed last. Oh dear. Well, that's it for the Hunger Games Pokemon event. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I plan on making an event like this probably at the end of the year for all the winners to battle it out. So thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more content like this wonderful Hunger Games, or even more Pokemon content that's on the way, please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my videos and more. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!